Good morning, students. So welcome once again back to the online session of social studies. Now we are seeing the chapter in geography, fifth chapter, that is industries. So we'll just go ahead, what are industries, the definition of what are the industries. So again, we'll just have a brief introduction about industries. To start with, now we know that if you talk about activities, economic activities, it can be divided into three parts. That is primary activity, secondary activity and tertiary activity. So when you talk about industries come under secondary activity because they manufacture something, because they change raw material into a finished good which has more value. So the finished good is having more value than the raw material. So these kind of industries are known, these kind of sector are called as industries. So industries come under the secondary sector. Fine, going ahead. Now you can see here, secondary activities are those activities which change raw materials into products of more value. Now what does this mean? This means, if you see, if I have cotton, so if I produce a cloth or a fabric, you can say fabric or cloth, you can say, from raw material that is cotton. So cloth has more value than cotton. Now here cotton is raw material and cloth is the finished good. So now you can see this definition. Secondary activities are those activities which change raw materials, like we had seen the example of cotton, into products of more value, that is cloth. Similarly, iron ore is converted into iron and steel in a steel industry or iron and steel industry. So iron ore is very raw material and it's very cheap rather than iron and steel, which is of much higher value. That is called secondary activities and especially industries. Okay. Now industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods, extraction of minerals or the provision of services. It can be anything. We also call information technology industry or IT industry, though it does not produce anything, but we call it an industry. It provides services which actually comes under tertiary services. So industry refers to an economic activity that is concerned with production of goods. That much you should remember always. Now these industries can also be classified into various types on the basis of various things. What are those? So industries are divided on the basis of raw material, size and ownership. There are other things also, but for your class in 8th class, this is important: raw material, size and ownership. So we'll go through them one by them. First we had seen raw material, size and ownership. Now what are these? What are the classification? When we talk about raw material, the industries which use raw material of which type, on that basis we can classify it into broadly into agro-based industries, mineral-based industries, marine-based industries and forest-based industries. Agro-based industries means an industry which consumes raw material from agriculture like cotton, jute, sugarcane. These are all agro-based industries. Mineral-based industries means those industries which consume minerals as their raw material, like iron ore, aluminium smelting, copper. All these things come under mineral-based industry. Now we talk about marine-based industries. So all marine things, like marine means ocean-related, like fish, corals. All these things come under marine-based industries. Then we have forest-based industries. What does it mean? So anything, if the industry is using raw material from the forest, that is called forest industry. For example, many medicinal plants are found in forest. So many pharma industries take this as raw material. Paper industry. Paper are being produced from pulp of wood. So that wood is coming from forest. So this also becomes a forest-based industry. So on this we can divide this. We'll go through each of these things in detail in our next slides. Second is size. Now size means how many people are working and how much capital we have invested. On this we can divide it into or classify into small scale industries and large scale industries. Then on ownership, who is the owner of that industry? It can be divided into public, private, joint and cooperative industry. Public industry means an industry which is owned by the government. It is for public interest. Second, private, it is owned by an individual or a group of individuals. Joint sector means it is owned and operated by public as well as private. We'll see examples also. The last is cooperative, which is very important. Cooperative, if you see, they are mainly into like in Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, it is more in sugar industry, and in Gujarat and all, even Maharashtra, Gujarat, you find it in milk sector. Okay, so these are the types of classification which we will see in our further slides. First, coming to the raw material. So raw materials are basic material used in any industry. Whatever things or the input which you are using, they are called raw material. Like for example, sugar industry, sugarcane will be the raw material. They can be classified on the basis of raw materials. Industries under these are agro-based, depends on agriculture products. I can give two examples, cotton and sugarcane. Because cotton we take as a raw material, we make clothes or fabric out of it. So raw material is cotton. Cotton we get from agriculture. So it's an agro-based industry. Then we talk about sugarcane. Sugarcane is a raw material for making sugar. Sugarcane also comes from agriculture. So it is called as agro-based industries. Now mineral-based industries. If I take iron ore as in my raw material and I produce iron and steel, so I am getting that mineral. Iron ore is a mineral. We have seen minerals also in earlier classes. So they are called mineral based. Even aluminium, copper, zinc, all these are mineral based industries. Mica, quartz, lot many examples are there. Then marine based industries, or we can say water based industries. The best example is fisheries. Fishing is done, fish we get from water based, like in seas, rivers, or in oceans. So they are called marine based. Marine based means water based. We get corals. We get many minerals also there from water. So all these things are called as marine based. Then we have forest based. Forest based means raw materials which we get from forest. Like we can say latex, rubber we make, rubber forests are there, gum, resins, and what paper, medicines, all these come under forest based industries. So you can see here the first picture, agro industry, all related to agriculture. Second, mineral based, all mining is done, iron and steel, all you can see. Then you can see here, I'll just show you. This is agro based, this is industry mineral based, this is marine based. You can see fishing and all they are doing. This is based on water based, that is marine. And this is agriculture, like forest based. So you can see timber means wood is provided by forest. Then you can see paper rolls are made. It is done we get the raw material from forest, so it is forest based. I hope you are understanding this thing, that how we are classifying this: agro based, mineral based, marine based, and forest based. Now we'll go on the size, like how it depends upon size of industries. First, size. What do you mean by size? Size here means the number of people working or the employees and how much money we require to open that industry. So size refers to the amount of capital invested, that is money invested, number of people employed, and the volume of production, how much we produce. Industries based on size are classified into small scale industries and large scale industries. What are small scale industries? Small scale industries manufacture products by hand. They don't use big machineries, by hand, and include cottage and household industry. Cottage industries means a small cottage they will make and they will work there. They will not make big industries. A small cottage where 10, 15, 20 people will work together and they produce something. These industries are use lesser amount of capital, very less amount of money is required, and technology also very less, because most of the things are done by hand. So they don't require technology or big machines for that. For example, basket weaving, they weave basket and they sell in the market. You have seen that. Pottery and other handicraft industries, they all come under small scale industries. In India, small scale industry gives employment to around 35% of people. Almost 35% people who are working in the manufacturing sector or industrial sector, 35% of them are working in small scale industries. You can see an example here. See here. Now these ladies working here, they are making pickle.